All right, today we're going to see how fast I can win a championship with the Chiefs. Obviously, they're pretty much the best team in Madden. I mean, their playbooks are just OP, and obviously, Mahomes is the best quarterback in the game. So I'm just going to see how fast I can win a Super Bowl. As you can see, they're very, very good. Worthy's an 80 with Hidden Dev. They got D-Hop. They got Rashee Rice. They got Marquise Brown. Probably going to trade one of these receivers at the midseason mark. I mean, we got such good depth. It's just kind of like, why do I need this many receivers? Like, I have such good depth. And with the Chiefs playbook, like, literally it doesn't matter who you have a receiver. Like, the top two guys are going to get the most reps, and then who's going to get the most of the reps is the tight end. Just how their playbook is set up. The offensive line's actually pretty decent. They're aging. It's a little old, but I mean, it's good. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we make a year one, obviously, like they did this actual year. Corner could use some help. D-line is decent. Obviously, Chris Jones is aging. Linebacking core could use a little bit of depth. Leo Chanel is good. Drew Tranquil is good. Nick Bolton's obviously good. It's a young linebacking core, so I like that. But he's on the last year of his deal, so we're going to have to figure out something about that. Safeties are decent. No, actually good. Justin Reed's actually a lot higher overall than I thought he was. How old is he? 27. So he's aging a little bit. He'll start to regress in a couple years, but obviously this team is pretty much built to win now. I mean, with D-Hop and everything, like, we have a couple of veterans. Kelsey's got probably 1 or 2 good years left until he really starts regressing, because he's 32, I want to say. No, 34. Holy shit. Yeah. So he's going to regress like crazy this year. But I don't know. Let's go take a look at these team salaries. Kelsey's on a 2-year deal, which is actually kind of perfect because he's obviously going to be a 99 this year. And then I wouldn't be surprised if he regresses below a 90 or at the very least low 90s. I mean, when you get that age in Madden, it's just like, dude, the regress hits you hard. Chris Jones is going to regress. That's going to be a big contract that might eat us later, just because, like, by the time he's 35, like, he's not going to be that good. He's making fucking dummy money. I mean, pretty much, what's a 5-year, $250 million deal, right? No, $150 million deal. So what? He's making every bit of $30 plus mil a year, and that's obviously split up a little bit differently, but honestly, it's a back-end heavy deal, so that's kind of bad. That's like worst case scenario, honestly, but we'll deal with that as it comes. I mean, like I said, we're in the win now mode right now, so we really need to just kind of bolster this offense the best we can, and hopefully they carry us to a chip. But actually, their defensive playbook actually sims pretty well, so we'll see. Creed Humphrey's on the last year of his deal. We're definitely going to want to look to extend him. He's a young, obviously great player, probably the best at his position in Madden. Trey Smith, I'd like to extend. Honestly, this line's a little bit younger than I thought it was. I mean, other than Joe Tooney, who they're actually on a pretty good deal, to be honest. Other than him and our tackles, we're actually looking pretty young. Justin Reed's on the last year of his deal. Honestly, a lot longer contracts than I thought. I thought there was a lot more players in the last year of their deal. Nick Bolton's on the last year of his deal. Obviously, D-Hop's on a 1-year deal, so he can leave. I'll probably just let him go in free agency when the time comes. Same thing with Kareem Hunt. I feel like we should trade D-Hop. I feel like we should trade D-Hop right now while his value is good. I mean, we could do it at midseason, but, I want Worthy to get the most of these snaps. And who's at slot receiver? Who's going to get most of these reps? If he's already auto at slot, okay, Rashee Rice is at slot, so I guess that's fine. Yeah. Honestly, we'll just keep D-Hop until the midseason mark. I'm going to trade him at the midseason mark. And we have an extra third, and we don't have a fifth or a sixth, but that's fine. We have a good third round pick. That third round pick will actually turn out pretty good. That was the third round pick from, I want to say, God, what's his name from the Titans? Okay, L'Jarius Sneed was who they traded for. I'm assuming, 2025 third round pick and some other shit. Anyway, that's where that extra third is coming from, is from the L'Jarius Sneed trade. Let's go to specialists. I want Pacheco getting the most of these carries. Honestly, I'm gonna bump Worthy up to slot. I want him getting a lot of reps. I'm gonna put Worthy at 1, bro. Like, I don't care. I want him getting just an insane amount of reps. How much is it? 95? I thought it was a 99. Anyway, Worthy's gonna get a lot of reps. Who's at our rush ends? Oof. Don't really like that. We need a true edge rusher. We're running a base 4-3. That's a good scheme. I like that scheme actually. Actually, I'm eating my words here. I'm gonna trade D-Hop because we really need a corner. Also, keep in mind, like, this isn't a realistic rebuild. This is truly like just a test to see how fast I can get this team to a Super Bowl. Okay, so we are trading DeAndre Hopkins for, can't think of his name, Jonathan Jones? I don't know. Can't think of his name. And whatever Jay Williams dude is. Not familiar with the Chiefs roster. Apologize. But basically, D-Hop for a corner, and then they get a younger corner in return. We get a third next year, a fifth, and a seventh this year, and a seventh next year. Well, basically, they get our third this year. We're trading for a fifth and a seventh this year, and we're also getting a third and a seventh next year. Whatever way you want to put it. We got our corner. They got their receiver. Thought it was a pretty good situation. D-Hop goes to a receiver-hungry Patriots team. We get our starting corner. He is old. He is in the last year of his deal. But now we have a corner, a good corner. I think for now though, we're gonna sim to the regular season. Make sure this roster is set up the way I wanted to for sim, and then see how it goes. Okay, I signed Denzel Perryman just because it's a good filler linebacker. But yeah, let's sim to the midseason and see what we're looking like. Okay, rough start to the season. At the midseason mark, we are 3-3. Not the record I was looking for. We're third in the division right now. Honestly, the AFC is stacked right now, dude. I mean, look at the AFC North, dude. Freaking Pitt's 4-3. They have a better record than us, and they're last in the division. That's gotta suck. I mean, even the Jets are doing good. Like, everybody's doing good, I feel like. Nobody's in the top 3 for statistics. Not what I was looking for. What's going on? Do we need to make a mid-season trade to bolster something? Worthy got put down to 2, which that pisses me off. Matt's going to fix that. But he's back up to 1. Kelsey's healthy. I mean, everybody's healthy. I don't get it. I mean, and Worthy's not in the slot anymore. Great. Part of me wants to just, like, trade for an edge rusher because, like, dude, we really need an edge, like, bad. Okay, after scouring the whole league to find the right trade that I seemed was fair, we finally found it. We get Jalen Phillips. He's a speed rusher archetype, so he's going to slide in that right end, and I think he'll play a lot better in sim. And he's also young. He's on a 2-year contract, so, you know, he'll develop a little bit, and I think he'll be a little bit better in sim. But we give up whatever his name is, Warren, and then Charles Menahu, both on 1-year contracts. We're going to slide whatever his name is, or the right end at D tackle. And I think he'll play just fine there. And then we'll, like I said, we'll put Jalen Phillips at right end, and hopefully get a little bit more pressure on these quarterbacks. I think that might be affecting our record because, I mean, man, it's not the start I wanted to. I mean, 5-2 I can work with, but 3-3 is just not it, man. Like, that's just not good, man. Not good. All right, new look at this defense. Jalen Phillips at right end. Mike Dana slid over to defensive tackle. Both their overalls went up because of the position change, so that worked out great. And they're also scheme fit, so that's even better. Can't complain there. Yeah, I mean, I think that was a pretty good trade. So and just making sure that he's at rush right end or left end for some reason, but yeah, I like it. I'm liking it a lot. I don't know why George Karlaftis is not at rush end. Like, why is he not? I don't know. I'm gonna go fix that real quick. Alrighty, another look at what this team is looking like at the midseason mark. I got Worthy back at wide receiver 1. Madden just likes to reset that for some reason. It's looking pretty decent. Like I said, moved Mike Dana to D-tackle, Jalen Phillips down to right end. Other than that, I mean, we're looking good. Jalen Watson's developed a little bit. I want that dude there. And I want Pacheco running all the snaps. Got Worthy back at slot receiver. I fixed the edge rushing thing where I don't know why Karlaftis wasn't at rush end, but hopefully that I fixed those little things, made a couple adjustments that'll do a little bit better in sim. Let's go to contract negotiations and see who's up. Creed Humphrey, that's a big one. Trey Smith, that's another big one. Justin Reed's another big one. Nick Bolton's another big one. Marquise, I'm not too worried if we lose him. And like I said, Jonathan Jones probably going to play 1 year with us. Same thing with Kareem Hunt. And then the rest of these I don't really care about. The problem is I have $39 million in cap room. And out of all these guys, I feel like Creed Humphrey is the first guy I want to sign because even if he doesn't stay at center, which even in sim, I feel like offensive line doesn't matter too much, but if I have to slide him over to guard, he'll play good at guard. I think that's pretty fair. I'm going to go a little bit lower. Hopefully he accepts that. 11.6 mil a year, 5-year deal. He's on the edge about it. I think next negotiation he'll accept. I'm going to try to sign Trey Smith. Gosh, it's just so much money, dude. That's just... No, I'm going to wait on him. I'm going to go to Nick Bolton and try to get him signed. He's the youngest guy out of all these, and I want to get him over with now. Let's do 6-year deal, 9 mil flat. Great. Glad to have you back. Do I go with Justin Reed? I mean, how much does he want? Fucking 15 mil a year? Yeah, no. If I'm going to spend 15 plus mil a year, I'm going to try to sign my guard first. Let's do a 5-year deal. Can you do that? 15 and a half? Sweet. Okay, he's back. And then that's all our money. I mean, we're going to lose a lot of these guys. That's why I kind of was like, we're in a win now situation. But that's why we got to draft well. I mean, I'm not going to really deal with that, but hopefully we draft well. I'm going to sim a week to the true midseason. Look at those trade offers and then try to offer Creed Humphrey again. Let's go negotiate. I'll give you 12 mil flat. Sweet. All right. Creed's back. And I can't even offer him because we're going to go in the negative. So, do I trade Justin Reed right now? I say yes. Because we're not going to be able to get anything out of him if he walks. And I could get a younger safety to replace him that's already on contract. And we're going to eat some cap trading him, but I don't know. Let me see if I can find something. Okay, that was quick. Justin Reed for Jaquan Brisker. He's on a 2-year deal, so we'll have him this year and next year. He's on a cheap deal as well, but we also got a 2 1/3 out of it. So that's That's a pretty good haul for what that is. And those will be good picks. So I like that. I like that. And then technically I could trade Marquise Brown, but I mean, okay, he's injured. I lied. I can't even trade him. But yeah, I mean that I feel like that was a pretty good trade. Jaquan Brisker, welcome to the team. He's young. He's on a 2-year deal, so that'll play out pretty good. Save some money there too. I mean, other than that, I think that we're ready to finish the season out. I re-signed the guys that I wanted to and traded and got some assets out of it. Okay, big turnaround from 3-3 to 13-4. So that's great. Very close to the 1 seed. Must have lost a game or something to the Bills or something. But yeah, 13-4. That's more like it. Let's see the season stats. Hopefully Worthy went off. Mahomes went crazy like usual. Pacheco had a pretty good year. Worthy went crazy. That's what we like to see. I mean, not insane. Not the craziest I've seen, but damn, he's only 165. I didn't know that. This is our golden ticket right here. If he can get Rookie of the Year, which he should with 1,000 yards pretty much and 14 TDs, he should get that. But honestly, a pretty balanced offense. I mean, nobody in particular went like too crazy. Kelsey didn't do as insane as I thought he would with the Chiefs playbook. I mean, 900 yards and 7 touchdowns is obviously great for a tight end, but like in Chiefs playbook sim standards, like that's not that insane. I've seen crazier, but not a bad year for the offense. I think what really put it over the edge was trading for Jalen Phillips. I mean, he turned up like big time, and also kind of adjusting the roster and the depth chart. I think it was kind of out of whack, but I mean, well, we traded him week 8, so yeah, I mean, he just turned it up. I mean, I don't even know how. I don't know what his stats were before we traded for him, but 12 sacks. That's a great year. Best year of his career. Like I say, he's on a 2-year deal, so that's good. Corners did pretty good. Trent McDuffie had a pretty big year. I want to say Kamari, how you pronounce it, had a pretty good year. He's developing. It's always good to see. Let's go check the depth chart and just make sure everything is where it needs to be before we sim these playoff games, because I do not want some stupid Madden reset shit to mess the season up. Yeah, like Worthy should be number 1, like I had him before. Everything is fine defensively. And Worthy's not at slot, but I'll just keep Rashee Rice at slot. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, yeah. I mean, this is it. I mean, hopefully Mahomes does Mahomes things and carries his Chiefs team to a Super Bowl. Let's sim the wild card. Okay, big win. Wild card win over the Patriots. Close one, 21-18. Let's see who else is in the playoffs. The Browns are the 6th seed and are in the divisional. Okay. The Jets also made and the Colts. Holy shit. Okay. And Lions made the playoffs. You love to see it. NFC's honestly pretty much what it usually looks like playoff-wise. But why are the Browns so good in sim, dude? What was their record this year? The Browns went 11-6. Okay. All right. Sure. Colts 9-8. Looks like what's his nuts stepped up. Anthony Richardson had a good year. Looks like. Let's see what he's he got. Big win. Fucking smacked him 42-24. And now we're versing the Bills. The infamous rivalry between Mahomes and Allen. Let's see what happens. One last check of the depth chart. Like I said, Madden likes to fuck with my my depth chart. Doesn't look like they did this time. Yeah, everything looks like what it should be. There's no injuries. This is good. I'm just gonna sim straight to the Super Bowl, and this could be the fastest rebuild I've ever done, if you want to call it a rebuild. More of just simming with the Chiefs, but let's see. And we lose the conference championship to the Bills. They finally make a Super Bowl over Mahomes. Pretty close one. I mean, they kind of got it away, but man, that sucks. I really thought we were going to make it year one. Mahomes had a good game. I think just defensively, we just couldn't hold on. Check out a decent game. Worthy went crazy. Rashid Rice had a good game. I mean, everybody had a good game. I just, not enough pressure. It looks like 1 sack, no turnovers, no forced fumble. But all right, I'm gonna accept Trent McDuffie's option. It's a good deal. Same thing. Do I accept Karlaftis? I think I do. He's a scheme fit. He doesn't want to be here, so it's gonna cost me more money to extend him when his extension comes. But yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is we just don't have money. We got 20 mil, but dude, come next year, especially the next couple years, we're gonna be fucked. We can't keep all these guys. And Worthy didn't get Rookie of the Year. Are you kidding me? So yeah, we need a receiver and could use a tackle. Honestly, I'm not too worried about it. Retaining Humphrey and Smith was a big deal. Then defensively, I mean, we could use a depth linebacker, but other than that, we didn't really lose too much. I'll put Connor up to cornerback 2, and part of me just wants to let him just kind of develop this year. I mean, it was a big help having Jonathan Jones on the team, I think, but I mean, the difference between an 80 overall, 81 overall to a 78 overall is probably not going to be too drastic. We got 20 mil. I'd like to sign just a receiver, a veteran receiver maybe, to a 1-year deal. Could bring D-Hop back. Could sign Elijah Moore, but he's going to want some pretty big money, and I just don't really want to give him that. See, the thing is I truly don't know if athleticism has anything to do with the sim production. Like Keenan Allen, for instance, he's not the worst overall, 78. That's pretty okay, decent especially for a wide receiver 3. But he's got 87 speed and 84 excel because he's regressing. How much does that impact sim? Part of me wants to just sign him and just to see, because I mean, Elijah's wanting about 10 mil a year. He's got other offers, so he's not going to take a cheapie. I could sign Keenan for probably 7.5 mil maybe. Okay, he's not going to be a Chief, so that's great. We do have draft capital, so instead of overpaying for D-Hop, which I'm gonna give D-Hop a cheapie. He wants to be here. I'd give you 2 more mil than I was going to give Keenan. 1 year, $10 million deal. You like the deal more than Keenan liked his. Yeah, I'll give D-Hop that. Sweet, he signed. I'm fine with that. So we need to trade anything. I could use the draft capital that we got from the Justin Reed trade to get either a corner or a tackle. That's a good pick. We have 2 really good picks. I can get a lot for that. Or I could trade my 1 and then trade a 1 for next year. Because, like I said, I'm not going to do any drafting just because I don't want to deal with that right now. So, I think we're going to pull a Rams and just be fuck them picks. Okay. A lot going on here. But we just got Jalen Carter. Traded our first round pick, traded our second round pick, which isn't ours, it's pick 35, so that's a good second round pick. Both of our third round picks, which weren't ours, so they're good third round picks. I think it's picks 66 and 67, so pretty good third round picks. But we're getting their third in return and their second in return. Oh, we also gave our second up. So basically just a second round pick swap, 1 third round pick swap. They get our excess third as well, and then our other second round and first round pick. And Mike Dana. I wasn't really looking to trade Mike Dana, but I don't know. I was just looking at this roster and I didn't really know exactly what would probably get us to that next step. But I think adding Jalen Carter, not only is he young, but he's on a cheap deal. I think that will really get us above that line. But like I said, I pretty much pulled a Rams and I just said fuck them picks. And was that the right move? I don't know. We will see. But I'm gonna move Jalen Carter to defensive tackle. Part of me doesn't want to do that just because I don't know. But we are running a 4-3, so he's not. It's not like he's just gonna get shoved behind Chris Jones in terms of sharing snaps. So he's gonna fit there. But we have 2 pass rushing defensive tackles, and don't mind the depth. But yeah, I think that's it for me this offseason. Like I said, I'm gonna sim the draft. There's not much to see now anyway, just because I just traded away pretty much all of our draft capital this year. We do have a good amount of draft capital in the future, though. That's the one thing is most of these trades I've been at least able to swap picks or gain picks in the future. So we'll still have some stuff to play with in the future. But I'm liking this team. I'm liking it. Hopefully in simming the draft, we tackle a linebacker just because it'd be nice to have a depth linebacker on a rookie contract. But yeah, I'm going to sim to the draft, sim it, and then we'll go from there. Okay, this is the draft recap. Honestly, forgot we had a second-round pick and our third-round pick still. So, honestly, I had a little bit more draft capital than I thought we had. But still, got Jermaine Hunt. He's a scheme fit. He's got hidden dev. So, that was a pretty good simulated pick by the CPU. But the rest of these guys don't really matter. This is what the team is looking like post-draft and free agency. Not too bad. Pretty similar team. I think we did overall get better. Some people progressed. We did have a new addition, some new additions. I'm liking it though. I really am. I'm really liking it. I'm gonna have to fix this rush end shit. I don't understand why they don't have Karlaftis at rush end. But anyway, yeah, this is what the team is looking like. I'm gonna sim to the regular season, make sure all the depth chart is all correct. But yeah, not too bad. Okay, one last look at this team before I sim to the midseason. Offense is looking pretty good. I did move. I'm gonna try my best to pronounce this guy's name, but Kingsley Suamataia, I think that's how you say it. I did move him to left tackle just because technically we didn't have a left tackle. We only had 2 right tackles, so I just moved him to left tackle. He's young. He'll develop pretty good. But, yeah, that's the offense. Defensively, Chris Jones is going to be out week 1, which is not that big of a deal. I put Deshaun Hand in his replacement for the meantime. But everybody else is healthy, though. Like I said, not too different from last year. I had a couple new additions. I'm going to run Rashee Rice in the slot this year just because I'm sick and tired of manually putting what's his nuts there, freaking Xavier Worthy there. So I'm just going to have him run the slot. Xavier can be the true wide receiver 1. But yeah, other than that, let's see what this team's got. Okay, at the midseason mark, starting off hot, 7-0. That's a lot better than what we started out last year. Obviously, number 1 in the division, which is great. Mahomes is having a great year. Same thing with Pacheco. Pacheco's insanely simming really good in this Chiefs playbook. Normally, the running backs don't, but yeah, doing very, very well. Let's check out the lineup real quick. Yeah, everybody's still healthy. Kingsley has developed a little bit. He's up to a 75, 76 with a morale boost. Hunt is actually progressing pretty well. I think he's going to be our Joe Tooney replacement. So that's actually a pretty good draft pick. Hopefully he has superstar, but either way, like he's gonna move to left guard. Once Tooney leaves, we'll save some money there. Pacheco is progressed a little bit. Chris Jones is obviously back. He was out week 1, but he's back. I mean, this defense, man, like we're looking pretty good. Brian Cook is out though for the season, so that sucks. I'm gonna put him on IR and then probably sign somebody out of the free agency. That sucks, but not the worst loss in the world. It's just a safety, but yeah, I mean, and then this freaking shit got reset again. Whatever, I'll fix that. But the midseason mark starting off hot. Before I fix that depth chart, let's go look at the player negotiations and see who needs to be re-upped. Pacheco, which he wants to be here, so he'll probably take a little bit of a discount. Leo Chenal as well. See, the thing is about linebackers is they're just, in Madden, they're so overpaid. Like, no matter what. Like what, he's probably expecting 18 mil a year or something like that. Okay, like 16-ish. 16 and a half. But it's like, dude, I'm not going to pay that. You know, I mean, what did he even do last year? Like, in Sim, how impactful is he? I mean, that's not worth 16 mil a year to me. Like, I think what we're going to do is I'm going to sim to the true midseason in week 9, and I'm going to trade him. Like, I'm going to trade him, and we're going to get either a veteran or a younger player on a rookie deal in replacement of him. But and then Jalen Phillips wants a re-up. He wants to be here, so I'll try to work something out with him. Jaquan Brisker doesn't. I'm probably just going to let him walk, honestly. Like, I'm not going to trade all of our players at the midseason mark. I'm going to let Joe Tooney play out his deal. And same thing with Brian Cook. I'm not really worried about it. Kelsey, he might retire, so I don't know. So we're going to see after that. But first things first, I think the most important here is probably to get Jalen Phillips. We also only have $23 million in available cap. So we really only can get one of these guys. And it's like, do I get Jalen Phillips? Out of all these guys, who's going to be the most impactful? Jalen Phillips for the next couple of years. Pacheco for the next couple of years. I mean, he's having a great year this year, but it's just, I don't understand why he's getting such good sim stats in this Chiefs playbook. Like, I'm all for it. I like it. He's going crazy, dog. How much are you wanting? Okay. We're gonna extend Pacheco. It'll be a 4-year deal, $8.5 mil. Okay, he's on the edge. I think we can retain him, probably under $9 mil a year. So that's good for the value. I'm gonna try to get Jalen Phillips. God, I guess we're just gonna have to let him play out his deal. I'm gonna trade Leo, like I said, and then. God, that sucks. What does Jaquan want? Not as much as I thought he would. I'd give you 10 a year. Of course, he probably wants like 11 and a half because he doesn't want to be here. And then Leo, I just can't even offer you that. And then that's it. I'm going to sim a week, and then we'll try to retain Pacheco and then make a trade with Leo, but still undefeated through 8 weeks of football. We're on the bye week. Let's try to extend Pacheco one more time. Honestly, if I just bump it up to like that, is that good enough? Sweet. 8.7 mil a year. I like that. I'll bump it up to like that, dog. I'll do one more offer for 11, and then if he's not going to accept it, like, it's whatever. In the meantime, I'm going to go find a trade for Leo. Okay. Big haul. Leo Chenal and not our third-round pick, but our good third-round pick, our excess third-round pick for Trenton Simpson, who is a middle linebacker, but he's a scheme fit run stopper, so he's going to be moved to outside linebacker and whatever. He'll be Leo Chenal's replacement. A 2 this year, a 2 next year, a 2 in 2028, a 4th in 2028, and then the third that we got we traded for this year, we get their third in return. So it's a third round pick swap this year. Honestly, for 3 2s and a fourth and a pick swap, and we still get a good outside linebacker on a 2-year deal, cheap 2-year deal, like I'm great with that. Alrighty, this is what the team is looking like after that Leo Chenal trade. Obviously, offense is still the same, but we got Trenton Simpson at outside linebacker, still a scheme fit, still a solid overall player, and he's on a 2-year deal, so we'll have him this year and next year. Looks like Jadobe Uzie is hurt only for a week, and we're on the bye week, so we'll have him back. We still need to sign a free safety. Who is Hicks? Is he just a backup strong safety? Okay, we don't need to sign a free safety. We're just gonna move Hicks to free safety. So that's cool. But yeah, this is what the defense is looking like. Jadobe we'll have back next week. Hicks is not a free safety. Who is a scheme fit? So that's sweet. Always like to see that. Depth chart's all good to go. And some of the rest of the season, hopefully we keep this undefeated streak going. Okay, 14-3 to end the season with the 1 seed, so that's great. Jets went 12-5, which is crazy. But yeah, 12-3 or 14-3 at the end of the season. I mean, that's great. The 1 seed's even bigger. Let's see if anybody's injured, who progressed and whatnot. Offense is looking healthy. Looks like Pacheco progressed a little bit. Rashee Rice is approaching the 90s. Same thing with Xavier Worthy. My batteries are low. That's great. Oh, nope. My controller just died. Let me fix that. Okay, new batteries in. We're good to go. Anyway, defense is looking good. Everybody's healthy. I mean, there's not much to say other than what a great season. Let's go see statistically what we did. Mahomes led the league in passing, and looks like the league in passing touchdowns. Yeah, 1 in passing, 1 in touchdowns, 2 in passer rating, so he probably was 1 MVP. Pacheco had a great year. I'm glad I extended him. Great year. Receiving, Rashee Rice had a monster year. 1,400 yards, almost 20 touchdowns. Worthy, over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, a little bit better of a year. Kelsey, similar year to last year. Probably going to let him walk in free agency just because of the age and whatnot. But probably might retire if we win the Super Bowl, hopefully. But the D-Hop had a good year, honestly, for an aged, washed D-Hop as wide receiver 3. Like that's solid. Defensively, sack-wise, Chris Jones had a great year. Jalen Phillips had a little bit worse year than last year. Karlaftis had a little bit better of a year. And for what it is, Jalen Carter kind of underperformed. Like, I'd like to see a little bit more tackles and more so sacks up towards like the double digits. But whatever. Jadobe Awuzie had a great year. Same with McDuffie. I mean, everybody honestly did. Like, that's some big numbers, honestly. I'm glad I traded for him. Number 1 offense, and the defense is ranked number 15. So not the greatest defensively. I mean, statistically pretty good defensively, but the offense definitely carried this year for sure. Let's sim to the divisional and see where we're versing. We are versing the Dolphins, the 9-8 Dolphins. Okay. Let's just see who made the playoffs this year. So the Jets made it again. Same thing with the Colts. Miami, Cincinnati made it. Buffalo, of course, made it. Dude, I think Aaron Rodgers is still in the league. Normally he retires after year 1, but I'm gonna go check after this. But pretty much same people from last year on the NFC side of things. Saints made it. I don't think the Bears made it last year. They might have. Lions made it again. They're from the divisional. The Buccaneers got the 1 seed, which that's kind of weird. But yeah. Like I was saying, the Jets made the playoffs, and normally Rodgers retires after year 1 of sim, but he decided to stay, and just on a 1-year deal. But honestly, solid year. Same thing, dude. Last year, he had a great year, dude. 4,200 yards, 45 touchdowns, and 10 picks. That's not real life Rodgers at the moment. But yeah, that's kind of ironic. But let's go sim that divisional round. Big win against Miami, 34-27. And look who it is. The Buffalo Bills are versing us again in the conference championship. It did beat us last year, but hopefully history doesn't repeat itself. Well, technically, hopefully it does repeat itself from real life. But yeah, and the Eagles, man, they're just dominating, dude. I swear, Eagles and Chiefs just dominate in sim. Same thing with the Bills, honestly. Buccaneers are making a good run, though. So I'm going to go check the lineup real quick, make sure everything is good to go. We are going to be getting Trey Smith back for this game, so that'll be a little bit of a big upgrade. Jeez, can't talk. But yeah, everybody's healthy, so this is good. Depth chart's looking correct, and I'm gonna sim to the Super Bowl. Hopefully, we make it, and it's not the same outcome as last year. So let's see what happens. Alrighty, the Chiefs are back in the Super Bowl once again. The Buccaneers had a great year though, 14-3 with the 1 seed, and they get to the Super Bowl. But yeah, I mean, we made it. I am gonna play the moments of this, just because it's Super Bowl and I want to do that. Pacheco got up to X Factor. Rashid Rice is up to Superstar. It's looking great. Drew Tranquil and Trenton Simpson both got Superstar Dev, so that's sick. They must have had good years. But I mean, yeah. I mean, there's not much else to say. Everything is looking correct the way I want it. I did want to show you that I'm not cheating or anything. I didn't force any wins or anything in the regular season or nothing. That was a bye week. And then I just realized that we lost the last 3 in a row of the regular season. So we were literally undefeated up to that point. That kind of sucks. And then same thing with the postseason. I didn't force anything. So for people that might doubt my rebuilding skills, I'm just good. I'm not a cheater. And then I do want to show you that we are on all Madden. So when I do play the moments in the Super Bowl, yeah. But I'm gonna change that to the classic Madden meter. But yeah, all Madden simulation. Let's go check out the Buccaneers roster, and then we'll play the Super Bowl. Alrighty, at quarterback, as you know, Baker Mayfield. He is up to what, a 90? No, he's not. He's up to 91 with morale, but he's an 85 true overall, which is pretty decent, honestly. Running back, Bucky Irving. Receivers, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Jalen McMillan. Pretty good receiving core. Kate Otten, pretty good tight end. Tristan Wirfs, obviously one of the best linemen in the league. Their offensive line's not too crazy. Like, it's good. Honestly, it's pretty good. Besides their left guard. But defensively, D-ends could be better. I mean, Kalijah Cansey's good, but he's hurt. Kalijah Cansey is hurt, so that's going to be big for us. Vita Vea, obviously a big threat, so hopefully we can still get the run game going, but Vita Vea is going to be a big threat. Linebacking core is pretty good. Looks like they got rid of what's his nuts, can't think of his name, but veteran linebacker, whatever, can't think of it. Same thing with Yaya Diaby. He is hurt as well, so that'll be a big help. Honestly, this is a hurt Buccaneers team. And we're versing Jonathan Jones, who was on the team last year, so that's kind of funny. But a hurt Buccaneers team, and that free safety looks about 400 pounds. What the fuck? Alrighty, it looks like the first moment has came up. We are defending our turf in the red zone. Not our turf, but our side of the field.
First and 10.
Let's see.
Working inside the red zone. Completed to his running back.
Okay. Like I said, this is on all Madden, so this isn't going to be like a cakewalk. And playing the moments is honestly harder on all Madden because, I mean, it could be a hit or miss, just like anything else, but it's bitch! Fumble! And we got it! Let's go. That's a big, big play. That's a big play. I forgot Nick Bolton has like 89 hit power or something like that. That's sick. That's a really, really big play. This can be on offense, dude. Come on. Alrighty, second moment here. We're on offense. Looks like we're in the red zone. 1st and 10. I think I'm going to give Pacheco the ball here, even though we're running right towards Vita Vea. We're just going to give him the ball, get this run game going. Okay, no lane really opened up there. That could have been my fault, but let's just use Mahomes here. I mean, he's the best quarterback in the league, so let's just let him cook real quick. Oh my gosh, wrong ball. Oh my. I swear to you, wrong button. Don't flame me for that. 3rd and 9. Little screen pass to Pacheco here. Hopefully we can at least get maybe a 3rd and manageable. I mean, it's a tie game right now, so or no, dude. If Tooney could have blocked there, dude, that was a tutty. I was about to say or a touchdown would be great, but do I go for it? Nah, I can't do that. I can't do that. We're just gonna take the field goal and see what happens next.
So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out.
All right, in the field goal. We're up 3-0. There is a flag though. There is a flag though. Roughing the kicker, no way. Dude. You know what? I'm not gonna complain. I will take that. That's actually crazy. I don't even think I've gotten that this year. Roughing the kicker call from the CPU. Let's try to get this run game going again though. Tutty. Let's go. All right, we're on defense now. Let's see what we can do. Hopefully we can recreate that fumble from earlier.
1st down, here's Baker.
No tutty, no tutty. Okay. I'll take that. Honestly, like, if we can just keep him to a field goal or worse here, it'd be great. I don't like my coverage here. Going back on Bolton. Oh, okay. That might have been my fault. Back on offense here. 3rd and 9. Honestly, we're on our own 39 or their 39. I'm gonna run this ball. Call me stupid, but I'm gonna run this ball. Hopefully, get in like a attempted field goal position.
Pacheco gets it from the gun.
Okay, sick. All right, 1st down, out of bounds. Holmes got us into the red zone. We have 2 timeouts. 1st and 10. I'm looking for Rice here, dude.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Rice. He breaks the tackle. Okay, timeout. 2nd and 6. About 10 yards to the end zone.
Timeout taken by Kansas City.
Let's
2nd and 6 coming up here.
We put. Nope, that's not what I want to do. I want to put D-Hop on a little whatever you want to call it.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes.
Scrambling with Mahomes.
Getting out to his left.
Oh, fumble.
And he's tackled after gaining a
9 seconds left. Tie game.
We
get ball at half, I'm pretty sure.
Right now.
I'll try to get a tutty here.
3rd and 2. Mahomes to throw.
X. Tutty.
And he's in for the Kansas City.
That's sick. Hopkins gets a Super Bowl touchdown. All right, back on offense here. 3rd and 5. I like my screen passes, man. I'm kind of salty about the last one we did in the red zone. And Tony just decided not to block, so hopefully he does this time. No, I swear I pressed it. I swear I pressed it. All right, they're gonna have me attempt this field goal here. It looks like we pinned it, which is beautiful. So it'll be 17 to. No way. Okay, I lied. It'll be 14 to 7. We're back on defense. I'm gonna try to pressure Baker here a little bit. A sack would be huge here. Dude, all Madden don't play, bro. Like, I can't wait for our franchise mode once Madden 26 comes out.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I have a feeling what team I'm gonna pick to do that series. But if you have any suggestions on what teams you want me to do, or on what team you want me to do, comment below.
Irving here from the gun.
Let's go.
And he's brought
If you're not knowing about what I'm talking about, once Madden 26 comes out, I'm gonna do a full like season, not season, like a full like franchise over the whole year. Like I'm gonna take them from the first year, like all the way to basically Madden 27 comes out. Of God damn it.
And he hauls it
Of just playing through the games. Like I'll be playing the games and rebuilding the team and drafting players and stuff. Let's get serious here, though. Down by 7 in the fourth. All timeouts left. We need a first here.
Throwing from the gun.
Dude, I
missed that one and
I can't believe I just did that. Dude, we might lose the Super Bowl. We might lose the Super Bowl.
They put a receiver in motion right. Mayfield on 1st and 10.
Dude, hit him.
He's got him. That's McMillan.
I needed that to be a fumble.
And he's going to be
like,
brought down
bad.
at the 23-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Baker throwing again.
Okay.
Got Evans. It's complete.
Okay.
And they're going to take this to the end zone.
All right. Down by 14. I need some freaking Houdini magic.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw.
Oh my gosh. And there goes the game.
And that was probably their last gasp.
There goes the game.
Picked off by Jordan Whitehead.
There goes the game. Wow. All right. Well, I guess we're going to look forward to year 3. Alrighty, after a disappointing loss that I can only blame on myself in the Super Bowl, we are going to look at who needs to be re-signed, submit our final offers. Jalen Carter, I'm going to accept his option. We're going to be broke as fuck, dude. Jalen Phillips is just going to have to walk. Same thing with Jaquan. I'll offer him one last time. Do 11 mil a year. 11 mil a year. Let's see what you say. What's the franchise tag on a free safety or strong safety? Yeah, I can't do it, dog. Joe Tooney, you're going to walk. We got your replacement. Brian Cook, you can walk. I can't even offer you Kelsey. I want to. Like, I really do. I want you to finish your career as a Chief, but just going to have to let you walk, brother. Sorry. Everybody else, you guys can walk. Everybody's just going to have to walk. I don't got the money for it. But the good thing is we have a lot of draft capital. So at the very least, I can make some moves this offseason and just be ready for year 3. So actually, Mahomes got hurt in that Super Bowl. He's only going to be out for one more week, so it's not that big of a deal. But we do need a receiver. Could use a tight end, like bad. But line-wise, offensive line-wise, we're looking good. We do need a defensive end, like bad. Our corners are actually looking pretty good. Could use a safety for sure. The big thing is just retaining the cheap players. Like that's the cheap impactful players like Pacheco. Like that's good value for what you're getting. We got a little bit of money. I could get a decent receiver probably. Jalen Coker's kind of interesting. Could sign D-Hop again. I'm actually kind of interested in that, but nah. I'm gonna sign D-Hop again. We got unfinished business. And he's cheap, $6.5 million. Fine with that. And then with the rest of this money, I'm bringing Kelsey back, bro. Like I don't care if I gotta overpay a little bit. Like he needs to finish his career as a Chief. I'll give you that. So tight end, receivers covered, and we do need a defensive end. But I think that's all I'm going to offer. And then we can trade for a defensive end with the draft capital we have. Same thing with a safety. Yeah, let's see what he says or what they say. Let's go. We got Kelsey back. Hopefully we get Hop back. Come on, D-Hop. You know you want to come back. Okay. He's being stubborn, but the big thing is we got Kelsey back. And honestly, having a good tight end is, like, really big. Oh, my gosh. Joe Tooney just signed with our rival. Anyway, having a good tight end with the Chiefs playbook is, like, really, really important for Sim. Just because, obviously, like, Chiefs revolve around their tight end. But let's go see if D-Hop signed with us. He has not yet. And then he just did. So, got D-Hop back. Got Kelsey back. That's pretty big, honestly. Like, that's some good retentions. I'm going to go trade for a defensive end. So, I will be back. All right. Good second-round pick. Pick 39 and 7th-round picks gets us Latu. I think that's how you pronounce it. Young defensive end, cheap deal, 2-year deal, possibly third if we accept his option. So there's our defensive end. Okay, might have overpaid a little bit, but our 2nd, 3rd, and 5th-round pick for Jordan Battle. He's on a 1-year deal, so we're going to have to extend him next year. But overall, he's a young player. He's a scheme fit, and he is a need that we have just filled. So I think my next move is going to be upgrading this defensive back core. Chidobe Awuzie had a good year last year, but he did regress, and he's only on a 1-year deal. Same thing with Chamari. I want to say it's how you pronounce it, or I think it's Kamari. Whatever. Kamari Connor, whatever you want to say. He's also on a 1-year deal. Same with Trent McDuffie. But either way, Trent's going to get renewed. And I don't know about these two, but the big picture here is I want to upgrade to just a better corner. So I'm probably going to trade Chidobe in with whatever package I trade to get a better corner. But I will be back when I get a good trade going. Okay. I just got a trade I didn't think was going to go through. But Kahib Connor, whatever you pronounce his name, for Tareeb Still, I think, yeah. I don't know. Whatever. It was corner for corner, player for player. But Still is on a 2-year deal and he's younger, but he is normal dev and Connor's star dev. So I guess that's what the appeal was. But we get a younger player on a longer deal, cheaper deal, and he's way better. So I didn't know it was going to go through. But yeah, so. All right, this is what the team is looking like headed into year 3 of the rebuild. I mean, it's honestly pretty solid. Pacheco getting X Factor is going to be interesting to see what it does. And usually any running back that's over like a 90 usually really does a big jump in production in terms of sim. So hopefully that's true. We're going to see how that goes. Jermaine Hunt's going to get the start now because Joe Tooney's gone. So that was kind of like a perfect replacement. Defensively, we added Still. We replaced him. Added Jordan Battle and Latu. So, pretty decent, honestly. I mean, everybody's progressing very well. Drew Tranquil and Tremaine Simpson or Trent Simpson, whatever you want to call it, getting superstars very, very big. So, we still have our 1st, our 3rd, and our 4th round picks. So, I'm going to sim the draft, see how it goes, and yeah. So I sim the draft, and this is who he selected. To me, it doesn't really make too much sense. He is a hidden dev, though, so pretty sick name, though. Ladarius Hazelwood. That's like, I feel like that's like a movie name, like a movie football player name. But anyway, I mean, I guess he could be a potential Chris Jones replacement in the future. I know he's aging, so. And then we got Teddy Bowen, which, whatever. Sweet, I guess. But yeah, let's go see what the team's looking like. Alrighty, headed into week 1. This is what the team is looking like. Everybody's healthy, so that's great. Jermaine Hunt's actually progressing a little bit faster than I thought he would. Everybody's healthy, so that's great. The defense looking great. Hazelwood's actually progressing very fast. I mean, from the draft, just going through the preseason into week 1, he's already 75. So if you can get into the high 70s, like, that's pretty decent. Chris Jones is still very, very good. So, I'm not looking to replace him anytime like soon, but maybe the next couple seasons. But hopefully we get a Super Bowl sooner than that. But yeah, everybody's healthy. I do need to sign a middle linebacker, so I will do that. But other than that, I'm just going to make sure the depth chart is good. And we're going to send to the midseason. Hopefully we can start off like we did last year, undefeated. All right, 5-2 at the midseason mark. Pretty good start. Statistically, nobody's really sticking out like crazy, but it doesn't mean that we're not doing good. Let's go check out the roster and see what it's looking like. So yeah, everybody's healthy. Mahomes has actually got up to a 99. He was a 95 when we started this rebuild, so that's pretty sick. As of right now, Kelsey is hurt. I don't know how long he's been hurt for, but he's only going to be out for 1 more week, so we'll have him back ASAP. Defensively, God, our free safety keeps getting hurt. Hicks will only be out for a week, though, so that's fine. Hazelwood's progressed to a 76, so that's great. Everybody's looking good, though. I mean, can't complain. It looks like Madden did not screw me over in terms of resetting my depth chart, so it's good to see. I don't know why they ever do that, but that's great to see. Let's go look at the player negotiations. So yeah, like I said, Trent McDuffie's going to want an extension, and that's going to be a really big kicker. Like, that's going to take a lot of money. Same thing with Rashee Rice. Same thing with Karlaftis. Simpson, I want back. But like I said earlier, like outside linebackers just get paid way too much. So he might be a person that just either gets traded or plays out his deal. Jordan Battle, I'll consider it. Probably won't be too expensive because he's not too high of an overall. Jawan Taylor's interesting. I'd like to maybe keep him on a 2-year deal, but that's a pipe dream after we extend these other guys. Same thing with Drew Tranquil. Like, he's going to regress, so he's not getting extended right now. I think in terms of, like, production, it's like we have Xavier Worthy, and he's going to need an extension in 2 years if we accept his option. So, it's kind of like, do we just let Rashee play out his deal and then see where we're at? I mean, I don't know. How much is Trent going to want? Yeah, about what I expected, about $23 million a year. Maybe get away with closer to 22. But after that, we'll still have about $60 million left, and he's probably going to want closer to 30. No, actually not too bad. 23-ish. Again, probably closer to 22. I'm going to offer Trent McDuffie first just because he wants to be here more, and he's given us a lot of production. I mean, overall, he's the best cornerback in the league. Last year, he had a great year. And honestly, in terms of what he's playing on his 5th-year option, it's not too much more. I mean, about $8 million more, so whatever. It is more, but I'm liking a 5-year. No, we're going to do 6. We'll do a 6-year deal, kind of draw out that money a little bit more. Maybe knock this down to 22 flat. Okay, I probably could have gotten away with a little bit less than that, but 22 back, got the best corner in the league back, so that's great. Rashee, I definitely just want a 4-year deal. How does 22.5 sound? Again, probably could have gotten away with a little bit less, but I'm fine with that. George just doesn't want to be here, man. He just doesn't want to be here. I mean, I'll offer you. I mean, seriously though, like, what is the production that you've been giving me? I mean, I know it's not really like realistic, but like, I'm gonna be paying you a lot of money, and you're not really giving me a ton. I mean, 7.5 is not nothing, but for what you're gonna want, like $26 million a year. I mean, that's just insane. If not more, probably closer to 27 because he doesn't want to be here. It's like, I'm gonna overpay for a guy that doesn't want to be here. He's got star dev, so like overall wise, he's gonna get a decent value in terms of trade. But like, I don't know. I think I'm gonna save my money on that. I'm gonna try to extend Jordan Battle. I'll give you a 5-year deal, $6 million a year. Okay, he's really close, so we'll definitely retain him. Trent wants about 10, about more like 11 or 12, but he's young. He's just not doing much. He's gonna progress a little bit, so that's the good thing. And we're also not gonna probably have Drew Tranquil next year. Jawan, about what I was thinking about, 2-year deal, $16 million for okay tackle. Sure. It's also like player retention, and we're not going to have to deal with replacing him later, so that's great. Drew, like I said, you're not going to get an offer until end of the season. And we'll sim a week, renegotiate these guys, and go from there. Alrighty, sim the week. Did take a big loss to the Jets, which kind of pisses me off, but whatever. Let's see if that soothes your nerves. Okay, you're just being stubborn at this point. Jordan Battle, I'll give you 0.2 mil more a year. Okay, honestly, I probably could have just offered him the same deal. I probably would have took it, but whatever. I'm not nickel and diamond people. We'll figure out Trenton Simpson's contract throughout the year. But I'm going to sim to the playoffs and see where we're standing. Alrighty, 12-5 going into the playoffs. Not the greatest. I mean, 12-5 is obviously great, but we're really looking for those 1 seeds, especially in sim, man. Like, I can't be taking chances in these wild cards. Versing the 8-9 Dolphins. We versed them last year. It does look like they got a little worse, but hopefully I'm not jinxing myself there. Buffalo does get the 1 seed, which that kind of sucks because we are the same overall or record. Pacheco had a great year. Chris Jones had a great year. Mahomes had a great year. Let's go look more in depth at our stats. Number 2 overall offense, and the defense is 23rd, so a little bit regression. Mahomes doing Mahomes things. Pacheco had an even better year than last year. That's great. Receiving, Rashee Rice had another monster year, almost 20 touchdowns. Kelsey had a monster year, over 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns. Diop had a good year. Worthy kind of took a step back, but that could have just been a target thing. Looks like we got a ton of sacks. That's what I like to see. 15 from Chris Jones, 10.5 from Carter. Liatu had a great year, 10 sacks, 13 tackles for loss. Even Karlaftis had a pretty decent year. Trent McDuffie, that's what we pay you for. You know, that's worth $22 million a year. Even Tareeb still had a good year. Hopefully he gets into star or a better dev, because if he does, and he's out for the playoffs, that really sucks. I wish I didn't see that, or more importantly, I just wish that wasn't a thing. After a great year, too. After a great year. Looks like he got injured in Week 18 because he didn't play Week 18, or Week 17, I mean. He got injured in Week 17. Gosh, that sucks. That really sucks. All right. Well, I will figure that out. I'm going to put him on IR and sign somebody. Alrighty, so I signed Shaquille Griffin just to replace Tareeb being out. Other than that, we're a healthy team. Hazelwood's progressing very good, but yeah, I mean, hopefully that's not a big kicker in this playoff run. I'm gonna sim the wild card and see where we're at. All right, pretty close win against the Dolphins. A little bit closer than I'd like it to be for them being an 8-9 team, but still got the win nonetheless. Reversing the Bengals in the divisional. Let's see who is in the playoffs. Jaguars made it. Same thing with Houston. Haven't seen them in a minute. Lions got kicked out first round from the freaking Cowboys. That's terrible. Saints are looking decent, and then of course the Eagles are doing Eagles things. The Bills did get the 1 seed, I forgot, so that's kind of, I guess, whatever. I don't know what that does for us, but you know, if this could be a 3-year in a row conference championship rivalry between us and the Bills. In this rebuild, it's 1-1, so I'm gonna sim the divisional round and hopefully we're still in the playoffs. Big win against the Bengals, 35-17, and it looks like the Bills lost to Houston. Another, I believe, divisional. I don't know when the Houston Texans versus the Chiefs last in the playoffs. I want to say it was a divisional game, but rematch in the playoffs nonetheless versus Houston. They actually smacked the Bills, so that's whatever. The Eagles doing Eagles things. They dropped 51 on Green Bay. Hopefully we can verse the Eagles because fuck the Cowboys. But yeah, I'm going to assume the Super Bowl, and hopefully we're there. Okay, so we did make the Super Bowl versing the Eagles. They went 16-1 this year, so they're a pretty hot team. Let's look at this lineup before we head into the Super Bowl. Entire offense is looking healthy and good to go. Pacheco nearing 95 overall, so he's still progressing. Same thing with Rashee Rice. It looks like Kelsey progressed a little bit. I think he went into the season at an 86, 1987, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, it does suck that we're missing Tariq, but let's go check out that Eagles team before we go into the Super Bowl. Alrighty, so Jalen Hurts is obviously still their quarterback. It looks like they drafted another quarterback, which doesn't really make sense. I don't know why you would. Well, I guess he was a 4th-round pick. But anyway, yeah, Jalen Hurts is their starting quarterback. He's up to a 99 now. Running back-wise, Saquon is still their starter. He's still a dog, so we got to watch out for that. Receiver-wise, A.J. Brown is still the number 1. Devontae Smith is their 2. And it looks like they drafted a dog, Jalen Chancellor. I guess he's not too insane. Whoops. He's only an 83, but still a good player. Wearing 20 at receiver is kind of wild. Had a great year, though. 1,100 yards, 18 TDs. Let's look at their tight end, who is still Dallas Goedert. It looks like they drafted Larry Pittman, a tight end out of LSU. Looks pretty good. Big dude, 6'6", 250. Offensive line is still great. Looks like they got 2 tackles. I don't know if that's supposed to be their right tackle or not. They have insane left tackle depth. But yeah, their line is still their offensive line. I mean, it's insane. Defensive line, honestly, not too scary. I mean, Milton Williams is pretty good, but he's more of a run stuffer, if anything. So Jordan Davis is still good. We forgot we have Jalen Carter from them. So looks like they drafted his replacement, Brian Gomez. Outside linebackers, pretty scary. Not going to lie. Same thing with Josh Sweat. He's going to be their rush end. I know that. So middle linebacker, Zach Bond's up in the 90s now. So linebacking core is great. Probably the best in the league. Corners, still great. Cooper DeJean is progressing great. Same thing with Kenyon Mitchell. They still have Darius Slay. So, yeah, safeties are good. They signed Brian Cook, so that's kind of ironic. But yeah, I mean, this is the best team in the league versus the best team in the league, so it should be a good one. All right, I just simmed the presentation, but it looks like we are in the red zone. Really need to capitalize because last Super Bowl, I mean, we had too many mistakes. 1st and 10. We have Pacheco here.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco.
Jukes. Good little 7-yard gain. I like to see it. I'm still going to give him the ball again.
We'll get whistles and a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Mahomes sees something.
We're going to switch to halfback dive.
Now the fan favorite.
Oh my gosh. It's a fullback run. The tight end run. I didn't even realize that. I thought Pacheco was going to get it. Dude, this Pacheco hurt. Fuck it. Give it to the fullback. Get in there, baby! Dude, that should have been outside. Pacheco is hurt. We're not going to return this yet. Give it to the big boy. Give it to the big boy. Give it to the big boy. Hurry up, offense. Hurry up, offense. Pass to the big boy. Pass to the big boy. That did not work. Yeah, we need to go for that.
Brandon, we see why it's a team game there.
Call me stupid, but I'm giving him the ball again.
If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead,
there we go. Finally, took it long enough. Alright, 3rd and 9. If we can get a stop here, dude, this can be huge. I'm going to put a QB spy out there because I don't want Hurts running all over us.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh, fuck. That was that QB spy zone that I took him out of. That sucks. That sucks. Another 3rd down moment. I'm not going to do any QB spies again.
Hurts.
For low stuff.
And this one complete to Smith.
That sucks. I was trying to get the guy coming back behind him.
Drive with 6 points.
Zone is good, but sometimes it's just not. This is my QB.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley.
Oh my god.
And he's able to.
All right, goal line stop. Let's get it, boys.
The goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Either gonna be a run up the middle or a pitch. Knew it.
Barkley again.
Good tackle, Bolton. Dude, no way. Bolton had him, and then our defensive back pushed him in the end zone. All right, whatever. Steele is still in the game. 2-minute warning. Tie game, dude. We cannot lose this game. I'd be so pissed if we lose this game. Sure. Screen pass to Steele.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Dude, I get no fucking time. They're telling us to go for this.
Boy, a call like this certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but
This man covered it. Bryce is getting this.
down.
Nope. X.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Good play. Good play. Good play.
Time
All
to
right.
get you back live again. This offense in the red zone.
Just keep it short. Keep it simple.
At the 17-yard line.
That was kind of risky, but I like it. I'm going to call timeout. We're going to call timeout. I'm going to give it to Steele. It might not be the best play call, but I'm liking it. Oh, my gosh.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5
Call another
of the
timeout
6.
here.
Now another timeout
dagger.
called for by the offense as they'll
Not
stop
really
it with
a
just
red
over
zone
30
type of
seconds
play,
to go
but-
in the first half. Looking to throw is
Ooh, catch it.
Mahomes.
All right, we just need to calm down and throw a dot here.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Looking
That
end
was
zone, but it's
almost terrible.
incomplete.
But we're going to take the field goal
Problems on 3rd
here,
down so
take the
far this
lead.
first half,
I
relatively
don't
small
know if
sample
we
size,
get
but
ball.
they're now 0
I
for
don't
3.
think we
The average in
do.
the
Hopefully we
league
do,
is
but I
around
don't think we do.
40%
But either way,
on
we're going to
third
go
down offenses.
hopefully into half with a lead. Spoke too soon. They went and got a field goal, and they got ball at half.
So
Man,
it's
that
3rd
sucks.
down,
That
ball
really
inside the red
sucks,
zone,
dude.
and this defense looking to get the stop they need.
I think we need to be blitzing more.
Throwing is Hurts.
Good play. Good play.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half.
We're going to give up a
That's just
field
his
goal.
second
We're going to get the
incompletion.
ball back. Hopefully,
If he's that
Mahomes
locked
can get us in
in,
this
that
end
means
zone
everyone's
because
locked in, because to me it's
that
like throwing a no-hitter in baseball.
not scoring a
The pitcher may
touchdown
get the
these
credit.
last couple red zone trips, like that's just not okay. He does get a touchdown. We're on defense again. They're in the red
This
zone,
defense now trying
up by
desperately
4.
to hold on to this 4th quarter lead, but to do it, they've got
See
to
what we
keep
can do
this
here, boys.
offense out of the end zone. A 1st down carry for Barkley.
Okay,
This
okay.
carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. This 2nd and 4.
Pushing to a blitz.
Hurts sets up to throw.
Good play. Get it. Oh, oh, to the cribbo. To the cribbo. Oh my gosh. Let's go, baby. Strip, sack, recovers his own fumble, and takes it to the crib.
Very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
Let's go.
Chiefs
All right,
offense about set
they
to
got a
begin this
touchdown.
drive.
We're
And
still
the
only
tension
up by 3.
ratcheting up
We
all
got
around.
Pacheco back.
Score game.
Gonna pound this
4th
run.
quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with a potential
4-yard
to win or
gain.
lose a title as they look to
Still think I'm gonna
drain
chew this
some
clock,
time off
though.
this clock. Call it a gain of 4
Trying to
on
kill this
1st and
2-minute
they'll make it
warning.
2nd down.
First down here really seals the deal in my
Here's
book.
Pacheco once again.
There we go, baby. Run that clock down with 2-minute warning, and I can see the confetti already, baby. Keep pounding that run with Pacheco, man. That's what he was built for.
5 points of contact necessary.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. First down wins the game. Straight up. We can get a first down here. We get some blocks.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
Run him over. That's the game. It's ball game. It's ball game. Let's go.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts.
I'm still gonna run the ball though.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
Let's go, baby. Another first. We're just stunting on him now.
He's got this all the way down now to the
And that's the game. We're gonna end it by kneeling it out. Year 3, Super Bowl win, 2 Super Bowl appearances. Overall, I thought that was a pretty quick rebuild. And I'm going to kick a field goal just to say fuck you to the Eagles. That's the game, 27-21. Chiefs win the bowl game, baby. Never thought I'd say that, but I'm not really a Chiefs fan. But that's Super Bowl. In year 3, should have been year 1 in my opinion, but D-Hop gets his first ring. Let's sim to the retirements and see if Kelsey retired as a Chief. Drew Tranquil wins Super Bowl MVP as he should. I think he forced the fumble when we got that fumble. Or was that last Super Bowl? I can't remember, but he did have that strip fumble sack for a tutty, like 80 yards. So that was a sick play. And then who retired was... D-Hop retires, Kelsey doesn't, but D-Hop retires in his final year, gets a ring with the Chiefs. Mahomes gets technically his 3rd in this simulation, but hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a comment below about what you want to see next. Like I said, once Madden 26 comes out, it'll be a lot more entertaining content with new rosters and stuff like that and the rookies and everything. But yeah, I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.